Ashutosh, you're watching NDTV. The show is politically incorrect. Today, we'll discuss again the Maharashtra politics, but in a different context. The role of governor has become very, very suspicious for the simple reason because opposition is crying that they were not given the opportunity, with the BJP was given an opportunity, and the governor is behaving like a centre's agent. We'll discuss that.
Namaskar. Well, people of Maharashtra very clearly voted for Mahayuti, the pre-poll alliance of BJP and Shiv Sena. However, after the results came, although the Shiv Sena before when they went to the people of Maharashtra, they said that if they come to power, they are going to govern along with BJP. But somehow there was a breach of trust, and for a very narrow goal of getting chief ministerial position, they trusted more NCP and BJP rather than their 3 decades old allies. And the governor then did the thing which was as per the rule book, that is calling the single largest party to form the government when they showed their inability, the next in order, and so on and so forth. So it is the governor did what was the best suited in the conditions and went ahead with for asking for president's rule, making it sure that any parties who come together and form the government can come with their support letters and go ahead. But in this whole process, let us hope that the people of Maharashtra at the end of the day do not feel cheated and democracy is not defeated.
See, in Maharashtra, if you see the role of governor, the governor has undermined the basic premise of democracy, the basic concept of constitutionalism in this country. And the two sides could be discussed. One, the role of governor in Maharashtra, and second, in the last 6 years, 5.5 years, how the governors have behaved with opposition-led governments. You take the example of Mr. Bhagat Singh Koshyari. First of all, he was a BJP chief minister in Uttarakhand. He was an RSS worker. He has never hidden that fact. He was appointed by Mr. Modi as a prime minister to the governor a few months back. Now, when 24th of October, the results were out, till 8th November, what was the governor doing? The first task of the governor is, when there is no clear majority to anybody, it was the role of the governor to put his foot forward, try to explore the possibility of the government formation. But good 2 weeks, governor did nothing. That was unheard of. At least I had never heard of. You take the example of Haryana. Within 3 days, the government was formed. But here, governor just kept quiet, did not do anything. Secondly, when he invited BJP, single largest party. And then he had not given time to Shiv Sena and NCP, which was required. And if governor had given 48 hours, which was asked for, heaven would not have fallen. If they were not...
Yeah, Ashutosh, your time is up. I'm sorry. Yes.
Well, you see, if it has been more than 100 times that president's rule has been put in place, in the Indian democracy, post-independence. And in that, for more than 90 times, it has been the Congress which has been in power. And just to cite one example, just to tell that how the governors used to behave when Congress was in power in 2005, when in Jharkhand it was BJP and NDA which had the maximum number of seats. At that time, the governor, at the behest of the centre, which was governed by the Congress party, Governor Kazi, he invited Shibu Soren, who was basically of JMM, who was the number 2 party, and asked them, and he was sworn in as the chief minister in spite of the largest party and their alliances, along with the support of 5 MLAs, parading them in front of the governor. And so much of drama had taken place that the whole Ranchi airport was sealed. The security forces were checking the airport that no flight Delhi should carry those 5 independent MLAs, because BJP had decided to take them to Delhi, and at that time Dr. Kalam was the president. This is to parade in front their support. I mean, this is how the governors have behaved in this country earlier. This is just to set a precedent. And to add, what did the honorable governor of Maharashtra has done? He has to ask the largest party to come and form the government. And when they did not, when they showed their inability, They called Shiv Sena. And the best part is that Shiv Sena was waiting
Geeta,
at the
your time
Raj
is
Bhavan
up.
to get support from BJP and NCP, from NCP and Congress, who never turned up.
Geeta, your time is up, but I'm going to change the rules a little bit today because I can already see that Ashutosh's finger is up. So, Ashutosh, one minute each for counterattacks.
See, first of all, I do not agree with her. Take the example of Karnataka. In Karnataka, the BJP was single largest party. Governor did not immediately ask them, you go form the government, you are getting 15 days time to prove your majority on the floor of the house. Did not entertain whether they have the majority or do not have the majority. Here was a governor, he was applying altogether a different rule. My question is very simple. If the Congress had done something wrong in its regime, in the past regime, the people have punished them. Is BJP trying to copy Congress party? Is BJP trying to do exactly what the Congress governors has done? If that is the case, then I have nothing to say. If the Congress has mutilated Indian constitution, is BJP also trying to mutilate Indian constitution, wants to rape Indian constitution, want to play with Indian democracy? No, if that is a precedent, that God can only save this country. Because that shows the Congress did not have any respect for the democracy and the constitution. Similarly, the BJP and the government has no respect and no anything else to the Indian constitution and democracy.
No, I want to just add, get 10 seconds and add to it.
You have 1 minute.
Oh, thank you. Now, you see, nothing the governor of Maharashtra has done which can be compared with the kind of examples that I have quoted here. Isn't he supposed to call the single largest party and ask them if you are in a position to form the government? That is what they did. And that was followed by the second largest, that is the Shiv Sena. Now, when after that he went and asked the third largest party, which was the NCP, now just see what NCP did in the whole process is that they very well knew that their allies, pre-poll allies, Congress, the three leaders were flying from Delhi, going for talks. They were going to, at 1 p.m., going to have talks with their own MLAs. They had a time till 8:30 p.m. given by the governor to tell that whether they are in a position to form the government or not. And what did they do? Even before they sat with their own pre-poll alliance and their own MLAs, they shot a letter to the governor telling them that they cannot form the government right now, they need more time. So what was the governor supposed to do, especially in this condition where the governance is at a standstill there are such flood conditions, there are extreme conditions and people need help. So how there will be governance unless there is somebody who is there in governance? So now with the center's rule for the president, which is of course temporary, at any time the parties can come together with their support letters and form the government.
Right. Okay, so we've heard your opening arguments. Clearly, Ashutosh feels that the governor has acted against the spirit of constitution, whereas Geeta feels that he was forced to take certain steps and he was completely in the right to do what he did. Now, let's begin with the questions from our audience. Can we have the first question, please? Yes.
Sir, my question is, if Shiv Sena and NCP and Congress has formed the government, Congress and Shiv Sena's ideology don't match. So would that had been justified or good for Maharashtra's population?
See, that's the tragedy of Indian democracy. I think similar questions should have been asked to the BJP when they formed government with the PDP in Kashmir. PDP's ideology and the BJP's ideology are entirely two different things. The BJP has been calling PDP as anti-national, separatist, terrorist and all kinds of things. If the BJP can go with the PDP, then obviously, I'm not justifying, but you take the example of Janata Dal United in Bihar. Janata Dal United fought with RJD and formed the government. After some time, the Janata Dal United comes back and forms a government with the BJP. Was it justified? No. So today, unfortunately, when there is a no clear-cut mandate to any political party, in that sense, political party, they use the stability of the government and the formation of the government and all kinds of excuses to form their governments. That's not on, that should not be allowed, but unfortunately, that's one of the weaknesses of Indian constitution and that's why they play such games.
No, I just want to add something,
You can utilize some of his time.
Yes, no, I just want to tell the audience here that it is interesting to note that in when was the first time the presidential rule was put in Maharashtra, which was in early 80s, in 1978, when Congress came into power. Sharad Pawar was in the Congress party and he did not like because someone else was made the chief minister and he broke away, went with Janata Party and he made his own party, Indian Congress Socialist, and formed the government over there. And then at that time the Congress party put up a president's rule. because he went ahead and with Janata Party and formed a government over there. So, you know, it is not as simple as it looks. It seems that NCP is trying to, you know, decimate two parties by just ek tir se do nishane kar rahe hain.
I think Geeta's logic is very simple. Since the Congress has done it, so it's justified.
No.
The BJP's government
Okay,
is also doing it.
It is not that.
It's
I'm
justification.
just telling
No, you're trying
the
to
new
justify.
generation about that what lies behind there. There is a lot of history
Can
behind.
I ask the audience, two wrongs can justify? Can make things right? No?
It is not too wrong.
So,
it is
why
just
are you
telling
justifying?
that
Why are you going back to
NCP
77?
has
Discuss
very-
Maharashtra government.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
yes,
get back to
Maharashtra now.
2019 now.
They made Shiv Sena
No.
resign their cabinet minister.
Okay,
And
Geeta,
so,
we have
So
some
that's
time.
how the
I
Congress
want
has been
to
punished.
ask you a
Shiv
question.
Sena
Okay,
ko lagta ki na Maya mili na Ram.
let's get back to the debate now. Yes, go ahead, ask your question.
मैम माय क्वेश्चन इज दैट कि एनसीपी के पास 8:30 का टाइम था, लेकिन जैसे ही केंद्र से मंजूरी मिलती है तुरंत राष्ट्रपति शासन लगा दिया जाता। अगर लगाने की इतनी जल्दी थी तो जैसे ही शिवसेना का टाइम खत्म हुआ था तभी लगा सकते थे।
नहीं, देखिए ये यहाँ पे एक थोड़ी ये बात मैंने अभी कही भी है कि एनसीपी ने यहाँ से कांग्रेस के लीडर जा रहे थे, सीनियर लीडर जा रहे थे बात करने के लिए, और अपने एमएलएस के साथ उन्होंने 1 या 1:30 बजे की मीटिंग रखी हुई थी, और गवर्नर ने वहाँ, राज्यपाल ने उन्हें रात को 8:30 बजे तक का समय दिया हुआ था। 11:40 पे एनसीपी के जो श्रेष्ठ लीडर हैं उन्होंने राज्यपाल को चिट्ठी लिख दी। दे रोट टू द गवर्नर दैट वी कैनॉट फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट एंड वी नीड मोर टाइम before even sitting with, I mean, there is so much of trust deficit even between NCP and Congress. They are also not they are in a position to actually understand each other or trust each other. NCP is saying that first Congress should give a support, lend a support to Shiv Sena. Congress is saying first NCP should agree. So there is a musical chair which is going on, and none of them are able to decide that how they are going to work it out.
Did you see how jittery Geeta is on this
No, I am not jittery.
Very jittery.
Why should I be jittery?
Well, I think this love
That is the
triangle
reality.
between the three parties that we've continuously been talking about, we will continue asking questions about it, whether the president's rule was the only choice or whether there was something else that could have been done. But we're going to take a very short break right now. Welcome back. You're watching Politically Incorrect, and we are discussing whether it was correct for the presidential rule to be applied on Maharashtra or not. Can we begin with the questions, please?
Hello, sir. Sir, people voted for BJP and Shiv Sena alliances, but they are going against the mandate. So, in this situation, it is a right decision to impose the presidential rule in the Maharashtra.
Frankly speaking, in principle, you are right. Because BJP and the Shiv Sena, it's a pre-poll alliance. Together they had gone to the elections and together they asked the votes. But after the results were out, if the Shiv Sena is saying, I'm not going with the BJP, then there is something wrong with the BJP and the Shiv Sena. Now, ideally, there were the two pre-poll alliances, one between BJP and the Shiv Sena, the other pre-poll alliance was Congress and NCP. So, governor committed a wrong by invited Shiv Sena to form the government, to explore the possibility of forming the government. Ideally, one pre-poll alliance which is not forthcoming to form the government, the other pre-poll alliance should have been allowed to form the government, which it was not done. So that way, governor was wrong. But my point is that why governor, which was keeping quiet, silence, doing nothing, 24th October till 8th of November, suddenly becomes so hyperactive that it was not willing to give more than 24 hours to Shiv Sena nor to NCP, and if they're asking for the time, they were disallowed. Why? Because they knew that if they given the time, they will form the government. That was the whole game plan, not to allow them to form the government.
Okay, question for Geeta, please.
Can I just add?
Okay, yeah.
You see, even in 2014, when the assembly polls had taken place, at that time also there was presidential rule for some time, because the BJP and Shiv Sena had taken some amount of time to come together, and to decide how they are going to come, form an alliance. So right now also the governor has given ample. You see, the assembly is, it is in suspension. Any time the political parties, whosoever can come and have the number 175, if they can go to the governor, they can form the government. Now, they have 6 months time.
As well.
They can do
because then
all
we'll
kind
eat
of-
up into Ashutosh's time.
Okay.
Yeah, can we have the question, please?
मेरा सवाल गीता मैम से है कि मैम 13 दिनों का वक्त था बीजेपी के पास और 24 घंटे का वक्त था दूसरे राजनीतिक दलों के पास। कर्नाटक में हमने देखा था कि जेडीएस के जो विधायक थे उन्होंने जब बीजेपी के साथ सत्ता स्थापित कर ली, उसके कुछ दिनों के बाद वो लोग महंगी महंगी गाड़ियाँ खरीद रहे थे, वो लोग महंगे महंगे फार्म हाउस खरीद रहे थे, वो लोग जेट खरीद रहे थे। क्या यही चीज़ हमको महाराष्ट्र में देखने को मिलती? जो 13 दिनों का वक्त बीजेपी को दिया गया था, क्या सिर्फ इसीलिए दिया गया था कि बीजेपी कुछ विधायकों की खरीद फरोख्त कर सके और उसके कुछ दिनों के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार महाराष्ट्र में बने जिसके बाद जो विधायक हैं वो वही काम दोबारा करें जो उदाहरण हमको कर्नाटक में देखने को मिला था?
नहीं, आपका बड़ा अच्छा प्रश्न है और साथ ही साथ ये भी सोचने की आवश्यकता है. इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू थिंक दैट विच इज द पार्टी दैट हैड एक्चुअली कन्फाइंड देयर एमएलएज. कौन सी पार्टी थी जिसने अपने एमएलएज को, किसको डर था कि उनके एमएलए कहीं बिक न जाएंगे? सो इट वाज कांग्रेस पार्टी विच हैड cooped up their own MLAs in Rajasthan, and Shiv Sena had also put them all together somewhere locally in Malad, as has been heard in the media channels. So you see, what is important here is that to see that there was this 13 days of time was not just for one particular party, because right on 30th of last month, when a meeting was supposed to be called, for that meeting between BJP and Shiv Sena did not turn up for the meeting, and much before that, their senior leaders came out and openly gave indications that they do not want to go ahead unless a chief ministerial position is offered to them. That was the point which they had already put forth. So after that, the parleys were going on, discussions were going on, between all the parties. It was a time which was there for all the parties to talk. It was not just for one particular party. Each one of them were talking, and in between we saw the NCP put up a condition to Shiv Sena that you have to sever your ties with NDA, and they had to sacrifice the cabinet ministerial position. And even after that, NCP did not turn up and gave them the letter of support when they went to Raj Bhavan. When Aditya Thackeray went to Raj Bhavan, waiting that their fax is going to come of support, but nothing happened. They kept waiting
Geeta,
there
time
for an
up
hour.
now. Can we have the next question for us?
Hello, sir. Sir, isn't it governor's right to ask for the presidential rule? Then why is this unjustified?
No, the government has every right to submit report on the constitutionality of the forming of the government in the state to the center. Center has a right to impose presidential. Center could have rejected that, no, we don't accept a report. So center has a right. Governor do not have a right to impose presidential to the president rule. It can only submit, it can only send its report talking about that how according to the constitution the government cannot be formed. See, where is the problem? And I think Geeta is not answering the question. The problem is on 6th and 7th, the top BJP leader Sudhir Mungantiwar, he was saying we can get the good news anytime. That means BJP was in parleys with the Shiv Sena till the last minute, and when every hope was dashed, only then the governor stepped in. Otherwise, governor, why he did not explore the possibility on 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th? Why did not? Why was he sleeping? He did not because he wanted to give that kind of infinite time to the BJP.
I am distributing the time. You'll get about 1 minute, and then he gets about 1 minute. After that, we'll wrap the show. Go ahead, Geeta.
Yeah. So you see, while Ashutosh ji is, I seriously object to the words that he has used for the governor. The point remains that he did not do anything for which he can be questioned in such a manner. He has gone ahead and asked all the parties one by one, as per the number of seats that they had won, to come and form the government, but they are not in a position in 24 hours. What magic would have come out if now they have enough number of days and time to actually decide and go ahead and form the government if they are in a position to do so. However, that is not what has happened. You see, if you look at the way the consultations have been going on between NCP and Congress especially, there is a lot of mistrust between the two parties. Otherwise, they could have openly come and supported Shiv Sena and would have made Mr. Uddhav Thackeray the chief minister. But somehow that could not happen, and that is what the Shiv Sena was looking for.
Okay, your time is up now.
See, I think if you see the role of governance in the BJP regime, it's very clear. What happened in Uttarakhand? The president's rule was imposed and the Supreme Court overturned the decision. In Arunachal Pradesh, similar things happened. Even in Arunachal Pradesh, the Supreme Court has been scathing in its remark about the role of the governor there. In Goa, what happened? The Mridula Sinha, when the Congress was the single largest party, that formula was forgotten, and she said on record that I was discussing with Arun Jaitley, who was Arun Jaitley, the senior leader and the cabinet minister. Obviously, he would have given advice to favor BJP. And then in Karnataka, there in Goa there was no single largest party formula. In Karnataka there was single largest party formula. In Maharashtra there's single largest party formula. That's what I'm saying. If the pre-poll alliance, the BJP and Shiv Sena were not able to form the government, the second pre-poll alliance, the Congress and NCP should have been invited to form the government. Explore the possibility, it did not. So when it suits, you go for the single largest party formula. Where it does not suit, you go to another formula. So governors have become a pawn in the hands and they are playing politics. I said it and I again repeat, Mr. Koshyari was an RSS man and is a BJP chief minister.
I mean, there have been such excessive floods over there. Nothing is happening. Why is it that you want to punish the people of Maharashtra?
In fact, the time of the show is up right now. But Ashutosh continues to say that the governor was, the way he acted was not constitutional, whereas Geeta remains steadfast on the fact that he went by the book. Our audience asked some very good questions, but that's all we have for you in this show today. Thank you.